Well, the reason why we set up this Grain and Graze trial was to look at options for different cereal varieties that we could use in a grain and graze situation for the farmers who were trying to integrate grazing into their cropping systems, but also for the farmers who are really entrenched in that system and looking for alternatives to the current varieties they've got. We got the varieties from the eastern states from CSIRO. We've got 8 varieties in here. There's 3 winter varieties. There's 2 wheats and 1 barley in that. There's 3 long season spring varieties. And we've also got 2 normal spring varieties which we currently grow here in WA, just as a comparison. Then we grazed them we fenced off the trial into halves, and we grazed one half when David started grazing this whole paddock with his cows, and that was in the 15th of May, so that was sort of 5 weeks after seeding, and the grazing period continued for 3 weeks on our trial site, and then we fenced it back off again. What we're hoping to get is really a variety that is agronomically suitable for that early March sowing, sort of pushing the square for where growers are currently growing these varieties. End of March has been the earliest that people have tried at this point, but to do that we need a good winter variety that won't go reproductive until they get that cold requirement, and that's what we're hoping for. One that can withstand a lot of grazing and can produce yields as good as the current spring varieties do.
We're just trying to identify our feed gaps to keep our livestock going along without having to hand feed basically, and so crop grazing is handy in that respect. We can utilise the excess biomass on the crop, also shut our pasture paddocks up and let them get established in after the break of the season. Being the first year, we've probably made a few mistakes, but I think you need to identify your stock you want to feed. What type of stock? We've got mainly breeding sheep here, so we're lambs with ewes at foot. The timing's pretty important. You don't want to grow a heap of feed and then not be able to utilise it. So your stock movements and just your normal crop rotation, clean paddocks and that sort of thing. So, varieties are a hard one. We don't want to lose any of our grain quality, our value of our grain. That's pretty important. If we're taking our grain quality away, we don't need to be doing it. We should be doing something else. So identifying, we only grow feed barley, but feed barley varieties that are going to stack up with our cropping program. We're looking for longer season, obviously, to utilise that window as much as we can, extend the grazing window, and also wanting to take away if we've got waterlogging issues here or risk, and we want to be able to take that risk away by getting our plants up and growing early and big. So that's where the winter varieties are great, because you can put them in after your first decent rainfall. We learned a fair bit in this first year of grazing crops. We possibly got a little bit excited and went a little bit hard on some, not leaving enough biomass on our crops, but we'll see. There's quite a few heads starting to come out now, and it's looking all right. It made a huge difference because we had a dry summer, and our ewe hoggets went onto this paddock in particular and come off. Yeah, we're very, very impressed with their weight gain and their condition when they come off. It basically grew them out from stock that had done it pretty tough over the summer to looking like going to be very good ewes for us. So yeah, it's made a huge difference in that respect.